Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Lois and welcome back to SevTech Ages. In the last episode, we were working on getting some redstone stuff together, getting our coke oven, and starting working with immersive engineering. We have this lovely thing now, a redstone clock, which will allow us to automate production of our smeltery, and I have been taking advantage of that. We've been smelting up some stuff. And yeah, let's see. Between episodes, I did a little bit of work on the base, both with just, planning out the paths and stuff. We have some of that stuff going around and deciding where things are going to be. I want to show you guys something. I know later on we're going to be getting into, I don't know if it's advanced rocketry or galactic craft, but we're going to be doing some space traveling. And right over here, this is going to be where we're going to launch our rockets from. This is going to be a missile silo. I'm going to probably dig it down a little bit and have a missile silo basically for our rockets. I think that'll be really cool. Once we get to that point, of course. I've been trying to decide what to make the bridge out of, because we're going to need to start working on getting immersive engineering stuff taken care of. But I was looking into that, and we have a lot of work to do before we can get to that point. And a lot of it's going to come from Astral Sorcery. So I actually went to the Beneath and picked up a whole bunch of aquamarine. Hopefully we have enough lapis for today. I don't know if we do or not. We'll see. But I've just been doing a lot of different work. Sort of trying to plan out things and figure out where things are going to be. We're going to have animals back here, by the way. Something that we're going to need to do at some point. There's a sign somewhere, I think. I've been leaving signs around just to kind of remind myself where things are and whatnot, where I want things to be, rather. Yeah, so there will be animals right down here, so I'll need a path up there. And the paths, I'm making the dirt paths currently. That's not what they're going to be at the end of the day. They're going to be a little bit nicer. I don't know what I want to do with them yet. And I've had to cut down a couple of these mineral trees. I know that they're mineral because I know what they are, but they are unfamiliar until the next age, so those are in a different chest. Anyways, we're going to be working towards a couple of really cool things today. One big thing that we're going to need to do is travel to the Nether a lot. So let's kind of go through what we're working towards. I want to make a core sample drill. This is something we need to do. And in order to do that, we need steel. Steel rods. I would like to get a metal press. Metal presses are not that bad. The problem is they're going to need power. Water wheels are one form of power which requires steel. Windmills do not, so this is probably what we're going to go with, at least at first, because steel is going to be kind of a premium. In order to make steel, we need to get nether bricks and blaze powder. Blaze powder comes from the nether. And the nether bricks, we can't just cook netherrack. We have to use better with mods, so we're going to need to make a stoked kiln, which is a pain, nether sludge, hellfire dust, and potash, and it's going to be kind of annoying. We're going to have to set up some systems, and better with mods is something I'm getting better at, but it is still a pain in the butt for me. So what I'm going to probably plan on doing is eventually we're going to have this water wheel powering a building. And I don't know if we're going to put the building here. I've been thinking, and I think I still want to do it. I want to build it into this hill, like underground. And then we'll have the path come up here over top of the building. I think that could be kind of cool to get to the Astral Sorcery. So, in other words, in order to do a lot of things we're going to need to do, we're going to need steel, and steel requires, let's see, let's get rid of most of the stuff. Core sample. Okay. Steel requires going to the Nether and getting blazes. So, we're going to need to do some more stuff in the Nether, and as you guys know, it is really, really far away. And I don't plan on bringing a portal here. That is something I'm pretty adamant about. I don't want to do that. I don't know if I can, to be honest. I think I can, But honestly, I really don't care enough to try. I don't want another portal here. We're going to use the one that's really far away at the desert. So we're going to make celestial gateways today. And they are going to require a bunch of things, including things we don't have good access to. Starmetal is a pain in the butt to get, as well as Stardust. So Starmetal we can get, there is a Starlight transmutation with iron ore. We could do that. Go to the Twilight Forest and get a bunch of iron ore. That is definitely something we can do. Or we can make it with iron clusters and Stardust. Well, Stardust is a little bit hard to get, but there is a way with Starlight Infusion to turn, that is crushed quartz. I thought that was sugar. But quartz into Stardust. So that is a little bit better. We might want to actually do the other way to get Starmetal, or which is the Starlight Infusion. The lens is pretty cheap. And it doesn't require anything. But we can turn some things into other things, and it will be pretty cool. Sea lanterns into lapis. That doesn't seem super useful. Unfamiliar items with unfamiliar items. Alright, so I have a feeling we're going to need this. And then the prism lens is an upgraded version of it, I think. I actually don't know much about that. So let's look in the book. It talks about focus, Starlight, and all this kind of stuff. Since these beams are focused forms of Starlight, many invention rituals, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so aren't these, those are spectral relays. Crystal lens. Redirecting, does this require constantly shifting the light into different directions over long distances take its toll? The farther the light travels, the weaker it gets. Densely, since the crystal used to construct the lens is capable of redirecting. A very impure crystal will most likely block light. So we want pure. And we want large crystals. So we might want to do some crystal manipulation. So this rock crystal actually matters. So yeah, there's a lot of things, and I haven't researched much into this. I will be honest. But the prism lens is probably in a different section. Is it in Constellation? This is where a lot of the more advanced stuff is. Crystal prism? Prism lens, yes. So what does this? Crystal acting as a prism and splitting out, going evenly across them. Okay. So we need a lot of light to make this, but we could make this, although it requires resonating gems. That's the part I didn't look at. So if we want to make that, yeah, it requires resonating gems. So that requires a Starlight Infuser. That's something we're actually going to make still. Probably. I don't know now. Just debating how I want to actually get some of this stuff. Because Stardust is, like I said, a pain to get. We can get it with crushed quartz. Do we have much quartz? There's also something else I want to do down at the house. I want to make some drawers so that we can start storing mass quantities of items a little bit easier. We're going to make probably 3 drawers currently. But yeah, we have some rock crystals, and that one's pretty good. But we can manipulate those a little bit. So do we have much quartz? We have a little bit of quartz, so that might not be a bad idea to get more Stardust, because otherwise Stardust comes from black iron ingots, which is quartz. Ender dust, that's a no, or star metal ingots. So the Starlight Infusion might be the best way. It is a little bit of a pain because it requires some kind of annoying things. It requires 12 buckets of Starlight, which I have been working on getting, so we're getting close to that point. But it's still not nice to do. Okay, let's make these drawers. So we're going to need a couple of chests and, well, sticks. Because that's the only drawers we can make, because frame drawers. So a 2x2, is that something we want? We have netherrack, fiery, gloomy. Yeah, let's get a 2x2. It holds 8 stacks. We're going to get 4 of those, and then I want 2 normal ones. And we're going to need 2 more chests. That's not a big deal. We can always go to the Twilight Forest and basically just raid it for whatever we want. So we're going to put these here. And these kind of look cool, but at the same time, they are somewhat bulky. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all this living netherrack, lively netherrack. How do we put these things in here? I've never actually used the frame ones before. So I have no idea how to use these. Can we put stuff in? Alright, let's try vanilla items and see if that makes a difference. No. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong with these. That is really strange. There is a thing. There is this framing table, which requires a trim and all that. I think we have one of these already. Let's actually look at the achievements because they might tell me. I've never used this before, so apologies. Oh, we have to do a little bit more work. Do we have some red cedar? Because if we have some red cedar and we can do something with this, that'd be really nice. Blocks, no, wood. We have some red cedar. Alright, let's place this down somewhere. I guess right here. So we put that. And I guess we'll do that. What we want, so you can customize everything. So for example, if I guess we only need to put one of these in here, but if we want to put dirt, we can put dirt on the other stuff. Okay, so we just had to do that part, it would seem. And I don't know that these are good, but it's what we're gonna go with. And now they work. Okay, that's all we had to do. I don't know that I like them like that though. So let's break all these again. By the way, I did make a new hatchet. I made a steel leaf hatchet between episodes. I didn't think that'd be such a big deal. Just had to smelt up, or actually, just made one. It was pretty easy. So let's make these guys out of normal wood instead. I think this will look a little bit nicer. And then these guys. So this will just allow our inventory to be a little bit nicer. And we're going to get rid of all of this dirt. And then we're going to get rid of all the cobblestone from our chests. And I might put other stuff in there, but we're also going to grab the netherrack, the different forms, and yeah, we can start storing mass quantities of items. So any mostly blocks, we're gonna just throw up there because it'll be nice and easy. So that is the plan for that. All right, with that taken care of, I'm gonna grab a little bit more. Do we have some normal planks? No. Let's grab. Oh boy, this is gonna be loud and annoying. But 9 planks should be enough. I feel like I'm missing something in my inventory, but oh, cobblestone. That's exactly what I'm missing, because I put it all in here. Now we can, grab stacks of items out. All right, so what we're gonna do, we are gonna go ahead and build the Starlight Infuser. because we're going to need it eventually, so might as well. And that was not how I wanted to do that. And the sheep just murdered himself. I guess that's a thing that can happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on Astral Sorcery today and getting basically a portal to the Nether. So that next episode, we're probably going to spend some time in the Nether, really kind of hunkering down and trying to get all the stuff we can. And we'll focus on other things as well. So let's get into this. So to make this Starlight Infuser, we're going to need a bunch of, well, liquid Starlight. That's not the biggest problem. I've been storing it. We have a good little bit of it. It also requires a fairly large structure. Requires a lot of marble. Now, I was going to put a gateway down here. This is where I was going to put the gateway. And then I found platinum. So I'm going to pass on that. This broke. Oh, man. So many aquamarines. I went in searching for a little bit for aquamarine, and it was not the easiest thing to find. The other thing we're going to do is this celestial gateway, which is super useful. We need to get out of constellation and go back to attunement. So the celestial gateway also needs a structure. We need 4 runed marble. So let's get that. And we're just going to set up where this is going to be. Rune marble. Our chisel is about to break, by the way, so I have materials to make a new one. So this guy is actually going to be right over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to fill in the dirt and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to terraform this area up here eventually, but it's not that big of a concern right now. So the Starlight Infuser, we can probably go ahead and start building that. We'll build the rest of this guy later once we have the actual like pieces we need. So the Starlight Infuser does some really cool things. It infuses things with Starlight fairly cheaply and fairly kindly. And yeah, Starmetal is just a pain to get. So this thing is going to require a large amount of stuff. We're going to need some engraved marble, which I don't know if we can get or not. We're going to need a bucket of liquid Starlight, and then the structure actually takes a lot of stuff. 12 buckets of Starlight and lots of other things. So we're going to grab some marble. And this guy is going to be built over here. I think right here. Let's just chop down this tree. And this is where we're going to build it. So it is a 7x7x7. So I think the first thing we should do is kind of mark out where the 7x7x7 is going to be. And I think we're going to put it on this level. So let's break this guy. And this shovel is so great. I have wheat for some reason. Alright, let's get some dirt. And let's see. We want the edge to be here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, that should work. Let's go ahead and get our excess stuff put away for right now. And like I said, I will make things look a little bit prettier later. But for now, I'll just do that. Okay. So, first things first, we need to dig a little bit of a hole. And then we also need to work on, actually, let's get this recipe up because we're going to have to do some stuff very soon. So let's grab our resonating one, and we're going to need, what is it called? It is called a Starlight Infuser. This guy. So we're going to need a Starmetal ingot, and I don't have one. So to get this, we're going to need illumination powder, which is glowstone, and one of these guys. Gives us 16, which is pretty nice. Put those away. And luckily, the Starlight Infuser doesn't require any of the smoky quartz stuff, so we don't have to worry about that. But we have illumination powder. We're gonna need. All right, let's get the Starmetal ore so I can easily click, because I need to do this pretty quickly. So those two go there. These go in the 4 around it. We're going to need the nocturnal powder, which is 2 coal, illumination powder, and a lapis. Illumination powder and a lapis. Yeah, if we can not make it this way, I think we'll be better off. Alright, and then we're going to need some stone. Where do these go? Diagonal, so they go here. And we only have a celestial altar, so we do have to be careful of what we can actually make. And can we even make this thing? Yes, okay. So we need some stone. And luckily it doesn't look like much of anything is spawning, which is nice. I'm also going to go grab the glass. In fact, I'm going to grab the glass first. I heard that spider. Alright, we need some stone. And now we should be able to make this. So, yeah, I like Astral Sorcery, I will be honest, but oh boy, is it a little bit tedious and grindy. So we need these. Then we can get our Starmetal. And we're going to need a bucket of liquid Starlight. And we're going to need to get some gold and a bunch of different marble. So let's put a lot of this stuff in here for right now, because we will need it. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. Oh man, that is going to ruin my inventory. Okay, let's just put a bunch of this stuff back. Alright, good enough. That was a mistake. I accidentally hit wrong button. Okay. So there's a Starmetal. We're gonna need to cook this up, and we're gonna need some various types of marble. So what all are we gonna need? We're gonna need 2 engraved marble, 2 chiseled marble, and a rune marble. Can we make the engraved? Yes. That kind of scared me. So we need to grab our piece of iron so we can make our chisel. So 2 engraved, 2 chiseled, 1 runed, and 6 marble pillars. Alright, let's go cook up this Starmetal, grab some gold, and then we should be able to, we also need to eat, then we should be able to make this thing, and hopefully, yeah, we hurry up. So Starmetal, get cooking, We need 2 pieces of gold. And that should be everything else. Okay. So now we have this. We can go craft this. Hopefully it works and we have everything we need. But if not, then we'll try again the next night. So this goes here, here, here. We need some of those gems, aquamarines. These go here. Engraved, chiseled, and then runed. Okay. So that is what we need. And hopefully that can be made. The other thing we're going to want, so the Starmetal, we're going to want a lens. So the lens, we're going to need glass lens. We can make those a lot easier with the Starlight Infusion, so I think we're going to wait for the next night to make those. Cool, we made it. Now let's go ahead and sleep and start building. So I'm not going to spend too much time on camera building the Astral Sorcery stuff, but for this one, I'll go ahead and go through it. Partially just because we need the stuff, and it'll be easier. I do need to go grab some lapis blocks, just one actually, which would help if I grabbed my lapis. Oh man, putting everything in this inventory really messed me up. Okay. The other thing we're going to need is plenty of Starlight. Oops, our bucket is still in here. That is something I do dislike, I will admit. It's a little bit annoying. So there's 8 buckets there, which means we just need 4 more. Okay, those are all my horses. I thought I saw a witch for a second, and I was like, what? Anyways. Did not mean to hit that. Does that actually work? Interesting. I guess it's trying to make fire. I don't know. Anyways, let's go grab some stuff. So we just need to have this guy compress, and then we need to get we're gonna need 12 normal marble. Alright. We're gonna need 4 chiseled, 40 arches. So we're gonna need more marble. I do have some more up there. I did also go mining for marble. I realized that that was going to be something we're going to need a lot of, especially when we work on making some of these structures. And we're not even close to being done with making all the structures. There are attunement structures. There's still at least another tier, if not 2 more tiers of the altar itself. We've got a lot of work to do with Astral Sorcery. We have more work to do with blood magic, and I'm still trying to decide where I want to put that. I don't know that I want to put it over here. I kind of want to put it on the other side, but the other side is going to be more tech stuff. So I'm thinking there is an area we could go like that way. There's another little, I'll show you guys real quick. Apologies, I'm a little bit scattered. There is that hilltop over there that overlooks the gigantic crater. I think could be really cool. So yeah, let's get the stuff going. So we're gonna need arches. So we need 4 chiseled marble. 4 chiseled marble. And let's see, we're gonna need 40 marble arches. Marble arches. We are going to need 12 runed and 8 marble pillars. There's the pillars and there's the rune. Alright, so we have it all. And then we're going to need a bunch of other stuff. Now, to build this, it's going to be a pain because it's a really big structure. It's a 7x7x7, and we're actually going to put the bottom part underground. So, marble arches between the blocks I placed. That part is easy enough. And the cool thing is, if you do it right, then you'll know immediately because you'll not have any more blocks. If you kind of do it the way I did it with pre-counting all the stuff. Alright. So, looks like 4 normal marble in the corners and then 9 in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or rather 8 in the middle, with the lapis here. Break these, and what do we put there? I cannot tell. I think hold up. I think those are the engraved, the rune marbles. Not these are not the wrong ones. These are the runed. The standard marble goes here. But we just get 3 of those out. And it's kind of cool, like, figuring out the structures. We'll pretty much know when we're done that it's right, but I do need to get the rest of the stuff. The Starlight. 1. Yeah, because these don't connected texture. Yeah, they don't connect textures, but the marble does. So this is right. And then in the corners, we're gonna put dirt blocks, I think. I might replace those later, but we're just gonna put dirt blocks, and then there is, I'm gonna guess, yep, 2, and then the engraved. Or the chiseled, rather. I'm actually going to change those to something else. I just don't know what. And then what is the pattern? So diagonal. Okay. So we're going to need a block, marble arches, and then I believe it's something very similar with 3. Yeah. So a block. 1, 2, 3. This block. So that we can make these weird little formations. And once we're done with this, I'm going to clean up everything. But this should be basically the structure. And what I might do is I might actually go grab some another white brick block, maybe chisels marble. We'll just use some normal chisel marble for these corners. I don't know if it matters. I might also just put an extra marble arch on all of these because it will look a lot better. But then we put the Starlight Infuser in the middle. And then we just need to grab all of the liquid Starlight. So I'll tell you guys what. I'm going to do a little bit more prep work. Actually, can we make the lens real quick? We want to make the Starlight Infuser to make the lens. because that'll be easier. And then a good purity rock crystal. I'm not going to worry about making like a super good one right now, but when we make the next tier of it, the prism lens, we definitely will. It's just going to be kind of a matter of, let's start with one thing at a time. So we are going to need a good rock crystal, purity 53. I think the best is the 64, which will be fine. So I'm going to get the liquid Starlight in and get all the materials together to make the rest of the stuff, and we'll come back once that's done. So be right back. Alrighty then, so that didn't take too long. I went ahead and built the first structure of the Celestial Gateways and finished up the all the stuff over here. I actually made a couple more buckets just to make things a little bit easier, but we can go ahead and start getting this working. So all we have to do in order to make the lenses now is come over here, place that down, right click it. It will absorb some of the liquid Starlight, but it has a like really small chance, I believe, to actually take one, and it won't otherwise. I also put some normal marble in the corners just to make things a little bit nicer. So I need to kind of always, if I'm up here, I need to kind of keep a little bit of aquamarine on me, just for situations of let's make some more stuff with the light well. Now I am going to be kind of continuously collecting Starlight. It is super useful, so might as well. And we might need it if any of these actually get sucked up. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We'll see. But I've moved all the barrels and the light well there, so everything's a little bit nicer. Now there's a couple things that we need to make, and just one note, I went to the Twilight Forest. I got some more marble in the hollow hill that's right next to us, and almost half a stack of iron ore, so we can make plenty of Starlight. And I have the recipe for a grindstone here. It just requires some marble, nothing too difficult. Marble and wood, just something I haven't made yet, so we probably should. And the grindstone we can use to grind crystals to make them a little bit better cut. We can grow crystals by throwing them in liquid Starlight. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to get the purity up. I think there's a way to do that, but I'm not entirely sure what it is. So we'll kind of play it by ear. But the grindstone is going to be useful for getting Stardust. So in order to make the Celestial Gateway, we're going to need Stardust and Starmetal. Stardust we can grind from Starmetal. We can get from crushed quartz, which we can also make. That is not too big of a deal. But we can also just get it straight from Starmetal ore by grinding it up. And there's a chance for double output, so we're going to take that chance. But we need a lot more, a good bit more stuff. So I actually want to look into something. How difficult, what are they called? The imperfect ritual stone. That requires obsidian, which is a little bit of a pain to get. We can get liquid magma and slime balls. Okay. Which we can get from any slime balls, including glue. Let's see if we can't get imperfect ritual stone, although it does take a lot of blood, and I don't really have... we might look into that later. So there is a way through blood magic to make it night, basically whenever you want it to be. So there is that we can do, but I don't know if that's going to be the best thing to do or not, until we get a nice setup for blood magic, but it is something we can do. Let's go ahead and start filling these guys up with liquid Starlight, and I'm going to put the extra buckets in here because we don't use them. It just made them so it'd be a little bit easier to transfer things back and forth. So we're going to need some more lenses, so let's go ahead and get these going, and hopefully not lose any of our Starlight. I believe if we lose it, it won't work anymore. So it is easy enough to make more. It just, right there, we lost some Starlight. So we need to come over here and grab some more. So I need to constantly be producing Starlight. And I think it's that one. Yep. Now, it is a fairly rare chance that it will use up the Starlight, but there is still that chance. So it is good to have extra. But we just need to make... Okay, I thought it was a fairly rare chance. Evidently, it's not that rare. So this is a better way to make the lenses, but it's also not the best. Okay. So what can we do in the meantime? We're doing a lot of stuff to just kind of prepare to do other things. I do need to make some more sooty marble. So let's go ahead and get like 3 more sets. And that will give us 24, and that should be able to be made pretty easily. And then I'll gather up the stuff. Kind of the plan is I'm going to travel over. We're going to make the Celestial Gateways as soon as we get this. So as soon as it's night. Just getting close. How are we actually doing on blood? That is a little bit of a concern. But we'll go ahead and make the Celestial Gateways today, and then we'll probably end the episode off on that, and then next time I will start off in the desert near the portals with a new Celestial Gateway that will allow us to kind of come back and forth. And I know we could, I don't know if we can or not, to be honest, but we could potentially bring a portal back and just build it here. But at the same time, the Celestial Gateways we're going to be using quite often. There is another portal that we're going to have to go to that we can't move, and that is, of course, the end portal. So we might as well have it set up. If we have the infrastructure set up, then we don't have to worry as much about, you know, dealing with it later. So it's kind of a nicer thing. Also, I'm going to put the gold ore in here. And yeah, let's see. We are going to I'm going to see how our blood supply is. We could probably use some more. 4,500, but I also can't do much about the... I can't do much about the Imperfect Ritual Stone yet until... Actually, I can see how much it costs, because that is something that is important. Like the purple particle effects. So rituals, ritual stones, basic of rituals, introduction, there's got to be something somewhere in here. Architect, probably not. I don't think there is a search. Imperfect. Ritual stones. Doesn't talk about it in this one, which is strange. Anyways, it is currently night. But if we take a ritual, an imperfect ritual stone, and put a piece of lapis on top of it, we can smack it to turn it instantly night once a day, and it's kind of expensive on blood, but not too bad. So it's something to look into later. Anyways, we can make the lens now. I don't know where we're going to put this. I think we're just going to put it somewhere around here. I need to see the sky, so maybe right over there where we had the stuff before. And we may need something else. I'm not entirely sure yet. But there is a thing that we can use. Yeah, so if we put that there, I don't know how this works, to be honest. Do we need to have the linking tool? Illumination wand. Given sufficient charge. Okay. That's kind of cool. I also discovered we can zoom out and zoom in a lot easier if we just double click. I don't know why I never tried that, but we might need this linking tool, which is going to require another crystal and it looks like a log, a plank, two logs, some sticks, and a crystal. So that I think we can do. I know I have one of these crystals already. I swear I had some logs up here. Did I put them away? Alright, we can grab another crystal. That's not too much of a problem. But let's try to make this linking tool and see if that helps. I don't know what I'm doing with this part, so apologies. I have not researched this because I kind of forgot to. But let's get 2 logs. And then another crystal. I'm going to need to go get more crystals at some point. So this one's the least pure, so that's what we're going to use. Purity doesn't mean anything for these, so who cares? And we just have to head back up here and do our thing. So let's make the linking. I don't know that that requires anything like special, but something like this, wasn't it? Yep, it's exactly like that. So while that's being made, let's go ahead and eat. And then I want to see how this works. So simply right click the Starlight producer. Okay, it looks like it's just right clicking. So I think if we right click this, it should work. But I don't know if it needs something else. Oh boy, because it was kind of vague in here, to be honest. The crystal lenses, bending starlight simply from a source to a location might not be enough. So constantly shifting the light, since crystal, yep. It's only able to direct light to one direction. So I don't know if we need to do something like I have no idea. Let's place it a little bit away. I think we might need something else. So this might be a little bit of a challenge. The other way to do all this is to, of course, make the Starmetal ore with this. We can make the Stardust a little bit easier now with the Starlight Infusion, but at the same time, we can't because of breaking everything all the time. So let's put that there. Let's get a. We don't have a bucket's worth yet. We need to refill that one. Oh boy. So yeah, there is a lot of questioning that I don't know the answers to yet. But you know what? I'll tell you guys what. I'm gonna look into this stuff, and the Celestial Gateway. I'm gonna make one of these off camera. I'm gonna get all the stuff together, make one of them, and I'm going to put it here. No, I'm going to go all the way to the desert, walk all the way back, and we'll make the second one on camera because I like doing that, and we'll set this guy up and then be able to go to the desert. And next episode, we are going to be going to the Nether and really, hammering home on all of that. We might also make a new sword just to make things a little bit easier, so we'll see. But that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to figure out how that works, and I'll let you guys know in the next episode. And we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!